Alright guys, we're almost there. Here's our last video, and it's all about materials. So people have been asking me how we can colorize different objects, and this is how we're going to do it. We're going to be in object mode, and you're going to select your sub, and you're going to right click on it. You're going to right click and hold to get the marking menu, and you're going to come down, way down the marking menu to assign new material. And here's a big list of all the different kinds of materials that Maya can make. But we're really only going to focus on three of them, and those are Blinn, Lambert, and Fong. Lambert is a matte material, means it's not shiny. Blinn and Fong are shiny. And you can add lots more things to Fongs and Blinns. Blinns are kind of more for metallic kinds of things, but for this let's just make a Fong. And what should happen is the attribute editor will pop up. If it doesn't pop up, up in the top right hand corner, you can click on that button right there. And it should pop up to the new Fong material. And again, if it doesn't, like it did in mine, click on this arrow right here. You can click and hold because there are tabs for every little thing that you have done to create that submarine. All the extrudes, all the little tweaks, but at the very, very end is the material. So there it is. So let's rename this Submarine underscore matte. Matte is short for material. And then down under the common material attributes, you can click on the color box. And this is a HSV selector. H is hue, and you can change the color. Hue is the actual color that you're choosing. Saturation is basically from white to the color, and then value is black to the color. So I'm just going to make the body of the submarine yellow because it's our yellow submarine. And I'm going to press enter to get that to go away. And so next we're going to apply materials to the rest of our objects, starting with the periscope. So again, right click on the periscope. This time we can go to assign favorite material, and there's a much smaller list. We can choose Fong from that, and then our material will pop up here. Let's name it Periscope Matte. And we can change that color to something else. I'm going to choose kind of a red. This time I'm using the other HSV selector. The hues are on the outside, and then the saturation value are all inside that box. So some kind of red. And that looks pretty good. Then I'm going to come around to the rudder. Let's select that. Right click on it. Go to assign favorite, and again choose a Fong. Let's name this. Actually, well, choose a color first. This time I'm going to do kind of a blue. Make it a little lighter. Again, this can be any color you want, but press enter to choose that color. And now let's rename it Rudder Matte. Notice if you have a space and you press enter, it'll automatically add that underscore. And then for the rudder, one more time, right click, Fong, or right click, assign favorite material Fong, choose the color. And then this one did kind of a green. This is just to be interesting and use different colors. One more thing I want to show you is you can switch between your channel box and your attribute editor with those tabs on the right hand side. I want to show you the hypershade. So if you go up to Windows, under Rendering Editors, there is the hypershade. And it's going to be this huge window that pops up. And this has all of our materials in our scene. And you can see them all listed there. They have little boxes and showing what they are. And notice I forgot to rename the propeller, and I can do that here. So the propeller matte, put that name in. And the one thing you don't ever want to do is don't mess with Lambert 1. That is the default material. If you change anything to do with this, any new object you make in that scene will have something that's not gray. So that's pretty much it for this. So I'm going to go ahead and close the hypershade. and then I'm going to save my scene. And then I'm going to make a screenshot of this to turn in. You do that by pressing Command-Shift-3, and you should hear the kind of camera sound. I can minimize Maya, and these go to your desktop. And there it is. So I want you to turn this into Edmodo. So pull up Safari, go to edmodo.com, and log in. Make sure that you can type correctly, that I'm having trouble doing. And then, to make this easy, select your video game design group, just to make it, to filter out some other stuff. And we're going to scroll down and we're going to find where to turn in the submarine. There's some of our other responses. And eventually you'll find this assignment. It's called Modeling a Submarine, and click on Turn In. And there will be a spot for you to upload a file, and you can choose the screenshot from your desktop, and you may need to add a comment, and go ahead and do that, and make sure you get that turned in.